Welcome back to Video and the Radio Star with your host, Taylor Nicholson.
And Regan Jackson.
So, I feel like it's been a habit of us starting episodes with us not being ready and trying to mess with technology.
Yeah, we're not ready.
We're not ready once again. We got excited about Drake. The God's Plan was actually fitting.
Gosh, Drake!
So, do you want to talk about what today's episode is about while I try to get my phone working?
Basically, we're just going to play some, instrumental, really calming tunes and then talk about random shows, whatever we want.
Mainly soap operas and long-running shows.
Yeah. Long-running shows.
Yes.
That, everybody's probably heard of.
Yeah. Fun fact, my phone is not working.
Cool.
You may remember, I don't remember what episode it was, actually, but a couple episodes back, we, what did we play? What were we? I don't remember what we were playing, but we were talking about...
I don't know what you're talking about, so...
We were talking about Coronation Street for a really long time.
Yeah, that makes
Too
sense.
long, actually. And the episode was not at all about soap operas. I think we just got onto the habit of talking about daytime television.
We just started talking about it.
I remember now. It was talking about, random television. You talking about how you, at, 6 years old, your favorite show was Days of Our Lives.
Oh, not me at 6. Me at, 3.
Oh.
I was little. I was
gagged.
in preschool. I would come home from preschool, and I would watch Days of Our Lives with my grandma.
And then you go tell your mom about it?
Yes. All right, I'm gonna play the songs.
Just a fair warning, I'm not gonna be reading out what the songs are. I might not be saying the titles of it because it's just instrumentals, and I low-key might not be able to tell when they switch because my headphones are... Well, I might switch to the other mic.
Yeah. So I can't even... Oh, it's not on.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
That will do it, yep.
Try again. Sick.
All right, yeah. If you want to switch, go right ahead.
Yeah, all right. One sec, I am gonna go to mic 3.
Yeah, so I'm also probably not gonna announce it, but because it's just coming.
Yes, but this song is from an album I really enjoy. This is Forever with a bunch of question marks from Glass Beach, the first Glass Beach album, which is actually the name of the album. It's called The First Glass Beach Album.
Fire.
I found Glass Beach in 2019 and been a huge fan ever since. I didn't really listen to their newer stuff, but on my Discogs to this day, the first vinyl on my want list from 2019, 2020 is this album. So I've never got it, but it's been on my want list for ages. So
I did just realize that as I was introing it, I forgot to say anything about Drake.
Right. We could go back to it now.
So
let's get into it.
It's such a long-running show is gotta be Degrassi.
Yes.
And Drake was on Degrassi.
Yes, we did mention this.
You haven't seen Degrassi, but
I have not.
I've seen all of it. Well, there's
Wow.
there's a lot. There's Degrassi.
There's a lot with all these shows.
Yeah, no, but it started Degrassi and they were kids, and then it went to them junior high, and then
I see.
there was a bunch of junior high and then high school, and these were in the I don't know when, but then Degrassi The Next Generation, that's the one that I've seen. It has 14 seasons.
Okay, wait.
And
I'm going to interject really quick just for clarification.
Yeah.
So it starts with them not in high school. You're just following the same group of kids or group of actors?
No.
Sorry.
No, Degrassi's been around for a long, long time.
Okay.
The first one started probably in 60s or something.
Yes.
So Degrassi Junior High is 80s.
Uh-huh.
And then the people who were in the 80s, Degrassi The Next Generation is 2000s.
Yes.
So it's these 80s kids have kids.
Got it.
The next generation,
yes.
their kids.
Understood.
So then it's following them.
Yes. That makes sense.
And then they, go through. And Drake is on it.
What? Could you, because I've never seen any of it, not even clips. Can you
Can't believe
give a rundown of Drake's involvement? What's his character
Drake's
Do you like his character?
I love his character.
Really?
He's a solid character.
Cool.
His name is Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Last name I forgot, but
how old was Drake? Do you know?
He was young. He was
child actor?
Child actor.
Okay, I see.
I don't know, probably 15.
Right.
So Drake's character, he's really good at basketball. He liked to sing and yeah, he was in the most annoying relationship I've ever seen with this most annoying girl. She's my least favorite character.
Wow.
What's her name? Ashley? Ugh, she sucked. She was just the most boring person ever.
Right. And he was so cool.
Yeah. A little rundown on Drake's character. He was like a super nice guy, and there's this whole... This is gonna take a lot to explain, actually.
No, it's okay. We got an hour, and this episode was made for this. So go for it.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
So, there's like kind of two sets of like ages.
Right.
And then there's like this group of like 5 kids who are kind of like the main ones. And then there's like their friends but who are a little bit older. And that's like Jimmy.
So, yeah, Drake's in that.
Yeah. Jimmy, his best friend Spinner.
Spinner?
Yep.
Whoa. Awesome.
I don't know what his name is, but he goes by Spinner.
Cool.
There's Paige, Paige is a queen. We love Paige.
We love Paige.
And
we
then
don't
there's
like Ashley, though.
Ashley and... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What's her name? She's like very important to the story.
You're
so
forgetting.
I really need to know her name.
Yeah. Can you do me the hugest favor and reach for my phone in case I need to Google things?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Appreciate.
What is this girl's name? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, this is so bad. What is her name? She's blonde. She's best friends with Paige.
I have no clue. This is so sad. Isn't
This
this
is-
like the one? Didn't you watch this like not when you were 3 years old?
Oh yeah, I watched this when I was like...
Junior in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can do this. Her name is Terry. Okay. Terry.
Got it.
So, they're all friends.
Yes.
Yeah, and like Jimmy and Ashley have this on and off relationship, and it's annoying.
Like, yeah.
She's just like...
Let's break up.
She's just like such a bland girl, and Drake deserves better.
Of course.
So, Terry gets in this relationship with this sweet guy, Rick.
Rick.
And it's so cute. He's like secret admirer, like leaving roses by her locker.
Aww.
It's kind of adorable. And she hasn't had a boyfriend at this point, and this is like a couple seasons in.
Yes.
And she's just like...
I'm sorry, of Next Generation?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
Got
like
it.
down on her luck, in love, you know?
Mhm.
And then Rick comes along and he's so sweet. And then he just starts being like really controlling.
Oh.
And
Oh, that's not.
yeah, and he starts just being like mad at her for everything. And we're like, don't like Rick.
Like, you were cool at first. What happened?
Yes. Then they go to this like beach trip, and I don't know what happens, but they're like off to the side because he's like, we need to talk. Yeah. And it's Rick. And I don't know what happens. There's an altercation. They're arguing, and she's like, no, Rick, I'm going back to my friends. He pushes her. She falls backwards, hits her head on a rock, coma.
Coma?
Coma.
Oh, I'm gagged.
So now...
Can we watch the clip of this when we get back to the dorm?
Yeah, it's...
awesome.
The clip of... I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny.
I-
She just, like, lies back, and then she just, like, limp. And it's...
Okay. All right.
It's kind of funny. But,
cool.
but Rick, bad. No one likes him now.
Thumbs down.
Yeah, and, like... So, obviously, like, Jimmy, Spinner, like, all these guys now hate Rick.
Mm-hmm.
So then Rick's gone for a while, but he comes back.
Uh-oh. Is he
And-
come back worse? Or is he a changed
He comes
man?
back and he's like, Terry leaves. She leaves the show.
Well, because she's in a... Does she die in the...
No, she comes back from the coma, but then she leaves. She's like, I can't do this anymore. So she kind of leaves. She just, like, moves.
Okay. Well, at least they didn't write her off by, like, having her die in the coma.
She didn't die. No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So Rick comes back and he's like, guys, like, I'm sorry. But they're like, no.
Yeah. I don't think I would forgive him either. I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
they were, like, real mad at him. And there was... So now Spinner is like best friends with this guy Jay. And Jay is bad news. Bad news bears.
Bad news bears.
Yeah, not a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
So now everyone's like bullying Rick. They're being really, really mean to Rick.
Okay.
And like I get it, because like that was
a
bad.
smidge.
But
Wait, they're
also the bullying is bad.
Are they bullying him for unrelated things or being like, haha, you put a girl in a coma?
They're just bullying him in general.
Right.
But it's like because of it. They're
Makes
not
sense.
like doing like ha ha ha. They're just like
Being mean.
doing typical like bullying moves, like knocking his textbooks
I was
over
about to
and,
say, like, slapping the books.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's
Really?
this whole episode where it's kind of like a trivia show, and there's like a trivia team,
Understood.
and Jimmy's on the team with Rick.
Got it.
And basically everyone's being really, really mean to Rick, but Jimmy's like, you know what? He's not going to be mean, but he still doesn't like the guy.
Yeah, but he's going to be respectful, at least. Yeah.
He's respectful. So they go on this game show, and they win. And Rick is
Whoa.
the one who wins it at the end.
Oh, wow.
And then from the, like, rafters, they dump, like,
Carrie?
feathers and, like,
Tar and feathered him?
they didn't tar. It wasn't tar.
But, like,
it was,
glue.
like, orange paint or something. And
Right.
feathers.
Right.
And he, like, loses it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like Carrie style.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he goes home, doesn't wash up, comes back to school. He goes
Covered in feathers still?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's going through it.
Right.
And I don't know how much I could say on air, but
Just do your best and I'll try to understand the innuendos.
he has something that is not allowed on school grounds at all.
Is it something similar to Senior Assassin?
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, but like a real version of it.
Yes. Understood.
So he brings that, and he's
As the chicken, essentially.
yes,
Looking like a chicken.
He's like really conflicted. He has it in his bag, but he's like, I don't know. So he actually confronts Paige because he thinks that Paige did it. But like in talking to Paige, she was like, hey, like I know that I really don't like you.
Right.
But that was messed up. And he was like,
And he needed that.
yeah, and he needed that. So he put it away.
Good.
He goes into the bathroom. Spinner is in there talking to Jay because it was Spinner and Jay who did it.
Oh, gagged. And
So they're in there talking. They realize Rick came in. They go into the stall.
wait, Jay is one of the ones who's bad news bears, right?
Jay, bad news
bears. Okay.
And it was Jay that did it mostly.
Spinner was just there too.
Spinner was like
Cool.
his accomplice. But Spinner is in there talking and he's like, wait, I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
He blames it all on Jimmy. All of it on Jimmy. And
No.
yes. So then
Not
Rick's like, I
Jimmy.
thought he was my friend. Like he was
Oh,
the
no.
only one who was nice to me.
Wait, but how did he believe that if Jimmy was there with the...
He was in a bad place.
Fair enough.
So he goes back to his locker.
Oh, no.
Gets his bag, gets the thing in his bag,
And gets him out in Senior
and
Assassin?
finds Jimmy.
Does he get him out in Senior
He
Assassin?
doesn't get him out, but he gets him out. So now Jimmy's in a wheelchair. Basketball career, done.
I'm gagged.
His friendship with Spinner, done.
I'm
Like-
shocked, honey. That's crazy.
This is
Wow.
Drake.
Wow.
Like,
I'm not imagining like 15-year-old teenager Drake. I'm imagining like regular like Drake right now.
yeah, no, it
This
was...
is Hotline Bling Drake. That's crazy.
Yes, it was
Wow.
rough.
Wow.
But that did lead to one of my favorite lines. He and like Ashley are still on and off,
Right.
and it's annoying as ever.
Yes.
And I don't know, they were having a fight, and he's in his little wheelchair, and I don't know what prompted this, but he was like, walk away, Ashley. I would if I could, but I can't. So
Oh.
you need to leave. But he
That's
goes,
so
walk
good.
away. I would if I
I
could. Ooh.
That's kind
Oh,
of heat.
Drake.
Oh, Drake, that's heat. I fear.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Does his character like ever get like fully written off, or is he there until like
Drake?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Does
kind of
Jimmy-
one of them that when they go to college, we kind of don't see
Right.
much of him again.
Right. Because they tried to send a bunch of them to college and it didn't really work out. Like
Yes.
ratings wise. Yes. I
Yeah.
remember that. That's crazy. Also, not having any context of what any of these people look like except for Drake is like crazy work. But that's okay. I think it
Yeah.
makes it even better because I'm just making things up in my brain.
Fair. That's kind of a
'Cause
good experience.
I went to high school with a girl named Ashley and a girl named Paige, so I'm imagining them. Unfortunately,
It probably was them. You never know.
unfortunately, I did not go to high school with somebody named Spinner. But
I didn't either.
really,
Yeah.
Huh. kind
Oh,
of,
Spinner.
kind of
What a
shocked.
guy.
What a dude. How dare he lie? Did he feel guilty
Yeah.
about it, like at all?
Yeah, he felt real
Well, 'cause
bad
now-
as soon
now-
as his best friend...
Is wheelchair bound now.
They made up eventually, but it took him.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. So with again, I have not seen a single clip of this, but what I did see some clips of the other day was Coronation Street and Days of Our Lives. Well,
Yes.
because I think you put it for context for the listeners. I get back to the dorm, they're watching Wicked, I conk out on the couch, take a nap, and then I wake up from my nap and Days of Our Lives is on, and I was like, whoa. And I'm building like a Lego set, and I look up from my Lego set, somebody is like kidnapped and like being held hostage in the basement. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy. Let me keep building my Lego set. I look down, I look back up, somebody is like impersonating a dead person and has dissociative identity disorder. And I'm like, even weirder.
She doesn't have dissociative identity disorder. The person she's impersonating
Would
did.
you do us a favor and try to explain? Because
Yeah.
so basically, this whole thing got started because I was like, Regan, what is happening? There's like 7 different plot lines happening in this one episode. Mind you, the episodes are like 40 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like peak example of soap opera to me.
Yeah, there's like probably 3 or 4 plot lines happening in one episode, and
Yeah.
kind of cuts between all of them.
Mhm.
And probably like half of the characters are in the episode. Like they don't show all the plot lines at all.
Yeah.
So it's even worse.
Yeah, like we didn't even see Kickin' It in that
Yeah,
episode.
there's Jack from Kickin' It is in it.
Yeah. I've just been calling him Kickin' It. Because I don't know.
So where to begin?
I don't know. Where do you want to begin?
So I haven't watched like
What?
sorry, can you write the song?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, miscommunication trying to figure out how to fill out this
Yes.
form right here. Anyway,
What?
where do you want to begin?
Where do I begin? Because I haven't seen like a lot of it, and I don't remember anything from when I was 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Well-
guess we can just start from where I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in Days of Our Lives, there are these. It's like very rich people.
Right. There's like you said there's like 4 or so rich families, correct?
Yes. There's
Yes.
a lot more than 4, but there's. Oh, I don't remember them. But there's
The
they've
green.
got
No.
the Greens.
Well, I'm thinking of House of the Dragon.
Nope. They're also their last name isn't the Greens, but they're the Greens.
What?
I don't know either, but
Okay, go on. Sorry.
there's the Blacks,
Yes.
and they're a part of the Brady. No, they're a part of the Kirakises. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's fine.
There's the Brady family. There's like the
I know the Bradys.
Demira family. I feel like the
Mhm.
Bradys and the Demiras really don't like the Kirakises. They're rivals.
Got it.
So it actually creates this whole thing because Kickin' It, Mr. Jack Brewer, his name is Tate Black,
Yes.
and the Blacks are part of the Kirakises.
Mhm.
So Tate is in love with this girl. Can't remember her name. It's probably like Olivia.
Yeah, but I remember I saw the clip. This was another time, but I remember watching.
Yeah, this is a
Yes.
different episode than last
Yes.
time.
Yes.
He is dating this girl from the Demira family.
So it's like Romeo and Juliet core.
Yes.
Yes.
So like they can't be together, and everyone like they don't like their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes away to lacrosse camp, or
Supposedly.
so everyone thinks.
Supposedly.
He actually gave his spot away to his friend who's way better at lacrosse.
Deserved.
So he hides out in the Demira cabin.
The cabin.
Yes.
Whoa.
Very important.
Wow. Okay.
So they're spending all this time together, but they're not supposed to be, and it's this whole thing. So there's, I think these people had just gotten married, or they were just going on a trip. It might have been their honeymoon, though.
Mhm.
But they were going on this trip, and they're like, let's go to our cabin. So they're in the Demira family.
Yes.
So they're like, yes, this cabin, let's go. So they hop on. They No.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact events leading up, but they
Right.
were going to go to this cabin. They couldn't find the key, so they were going somewhere to find the key.
Yes.
The woman gets hit by a car. Dun, dun, dun. And they drive away. It's a hit and run.
It's a hit and run.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
so
wow.
The man is left in distress. He's like, I need to find.
But the wife is alive.
Yes.
Yeah, but still.
Was she in a coma? Probably.
Probably wheelchair bound or coma.
She is wheelchair bound now,
There.
but she doesn't die. She
Okay,
was probably
understood.
in a coma.
Understood.
And then, yeah. So the police are investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Mr. Brady Black, who is Jack.
Jack Black?
No, Tate Black's dad.
Yes.
The one who's supposed to be away.
Yes.
That's his dad.
Yes.
So Brady has had rough time. He was an alcoholic, got sober, relapsed.
Went back into it. Yeah.
So he's drinking again.
Bad news.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
Bad news bears. So
I'm going to title this episode Bad News Bears.
that's fair. So he was drinking up a storm that fateful night.
Uh-oh.
So there was this whole scene where somebody came. How do I explain this? Okay, well, he got really drunk
Yes.
and doesn't remember the night. He wakes up, goes to look at his car.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, there's a dent in his car. He's like,
Uh-oh.
I hit something for sure.
That's a woman-sized dent right there.
He doesn't know that she got hit yet. He was just
Right.
like, uh-oh.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And so he's like, yikes. I don't know what happened, but yikes.
Yikes.
So then the car's just gone. I don't remember
Okay.
why it's gone,
Cool.
but it's gone. I think he might have just been like, I don't know what happened, but I'm ditching the car. The car's gone.
Mm-hmm.
The police come knocking and they're like, where's your car? He's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it's gone. Someone stole my car.
Yeah.
And they're like, you didn't report it? He was like, oopsie.
Whoops. Must have
So-
slipped my mind.
So now they're like, Brady Black, that's a little suspicious. But they keep investigating, and he's like, I don't remember, but he feels really bad. He's like, I hit this girl, and I need to confess. So he
Yes.
confesses to the crime.
Uh-huh.
Little do we know. Well, there's also this huge plot line where his lawyer is, I don't remember, because all of this, I haven't seen anything but, a couple episodes of season 60, and all
Oh,
of this
wow.
happened in the past,
Right.
and
So
I
yeah,
haven't seen that,
But
so,
it's a good thing that soap operas have a habit of they say exactly what is happening out loud.
oh, yeah.
It's great.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, continue.
But basically, there was some history with him and this guy
The
who's
lawyer?
now acting as his lawyer. He's like,
Understood.
I'm cool with it. I want to represent you. And he's like, all right.
Sure.
And he's like, you need to be honest with me. What happened that night? And he was like, I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what did Brady do? We
Yeah.
don't know.
He doesn't know.
Little do we know. Well, the audience knows. But
Right. Little does Brady know.
the person who hit the woman is marrying into the Demira family, who's very rich.
Yes. Understood.
So the guy, the husband, his mother, so the woman who got hit, mother-in-law, took Brady's car
Took the car.
and hit her.
What?
She hit her.
What?
Yep. And then was comforting her son the whole time.
Even though
we're gonna find this person.
But the person was her.
Blasphemy. The person was her the whole time.
I'm gagged, honestly.
Absolutely outrageous.
This is an outrage.
And this is a single plot line.
And she's getting away with it in the plot. Did she fully get away with it?
I don't know. I'm not there yet. He's still in prison. Brady Black
Oh, no.
is... I don't know if he's in prison, but he's detained.
Yeah, he is not out and about. Right?
No, he's not free. Tate, we don't know what's going on with him because he sprained his ankle and then had to go to the...
I remember
He
that.
had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, and that's
where
how his
he
dad-
runs into Brady Black. And he's like, uh-oh. Hey, Dad.
Hey,
I was
Dad.
supposed to be at lacrosse camp, but I'm not.
I was at a cabin.
But Brady was like, all like, oh, I hit this girl at the time, and he was like, I need to go confess.
Yeah.
So that's the last we've seen of the Blacks as of where I'm at.
And I'm just going to interject for like 2 seconds. This is crazy because there's still like 3/4 of the episode that we didn't talk about.
There's a lot more.
Just go for it. Go nuts.
So there's another plot line.
Yes.
Where also the Demira family.
Oh, God.
These guys
have a lot
are
of issues.
rich.
They just got a lot of
rich
issues,
people.
don't they?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the Demira family, this guy, I think his name is Chad, was with this girl.
I'm so sorry. Is this Sweet Disposition?
Yes.
Awesome.
But the instrumental.
That's awesome.
Isn't it fire?
That is fire. I heard the first few notes and I was like, wait a sec.
Yes, it's good.
I'm so sorry. Please continue, but I just had to shout that out.
Yeah. Chad Demira is with Abigail Devereaux.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl, she was played by, oh my goodness. What's her name? Ashley Benson from Pretty Little Liars.
Yes. But
then they, like, Days of Our Lives just have a habit of just, like, replacing the actors.
But with like no context?
Yeah, they just replace them.
Yeah. Stuff happens.
So yeah, she is with Chad. They're in love. Yay.
Awesome.
She has dissociative identity disorder.
Yes.
From what? I don't know.
They don't explain the trauma. She just got it.
She, like, named... I think, actually, she... like...
Yeah.
Put someone in the ground permanently.
Yeah, understood. And that gave her...
And that gave her dissociative identity disorder.
I don't know if that's how that works, but awesome.
That's how it works on days.
On days.
Yeah.
Understood.
And she named her altar...
Her evil altar, mind you.
After a character that exists, named, like, Gabby Hernandez.
So evil Gabby.
She's evil Gabby.
Evil Gabby.
Regular Gabby's probably evil too.
But like
anyhow,
eviler.
Yes.
Understood.
So,
but that's
Abigail,
neither here nor there. That's just
a lot of things going on with that girl.
Yeah.
She gets put in the ground
She
permanently.
kicks the bucket really hard.
By this guy named, like, Clyde.
Clyde. It was Clyde.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clyde, not a good dude. We don't like him.
Mm-mm.
Why did that happen? I don't know. But it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So Clyde, before he gets arrested, is like, Chad, she's alive. And so Chad and his buddy go dig up the coffin. They look in it.
They take her out of the ground.
No Abigail. Where is Abigail? Who did they bury? Nothing.
Just an empty box.
Just an empty box. Where is Abigail?
I don't know.
So they find Abigail. She looks different though. And they explain this one. She got plastic surgery. And she has amnesia.
I remember that part. Because that's when she was like, so you're telling me I have dissociative identity disorder? And that's when I looked up and I was like, Regan, what is this?
Yes.
What are we watching?
She comes back and she's like, Chad, I don't remember anything. And it's this whole thing. And he's like, oh, but I love you, but I can't bring you too close because we have kids.
Yeah, and they're going to be confused and scared.
And it's rough.
And like, where's mom? Yeah.
So she doesn't remember anything. But it's this whole thing.
Right.
And
strange.
Basically, the thing is, this girl is not Abigail.
What?
Her last name is Green, though. Her name is Kat Green.
Kat Green?
And she's getting help from this, like, lawyer guy, who we find out is another Green. Her brother. And the whole thing is, Mr. Clyde, from prison, with help from someone outside of prison,
right,
has Kat's mom held hostage.
What?
And is like, you have to do my bidding, or your mom...
To the Greens?
Yes.
Yes.
Or your mom is gonna end up like Abigail.
Except in the box this time.
Probably in the box.
Probably.
You never know. With Clyde, you never know.
You never know.
So now they're impersonating this because Clyde wants the Demira family fortune. Because the Demiras are rich. So
they loaded.
So they're like, Kat, go pretend to be Abigail. Get Chad to marry you. Money. Your
inheritance.
Mom, free.
You give me the money that you get from marriage.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
And then bippity boppity boo. Yeah. And I don't know what happens after that.
Because
but
we haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't gotten there yet.
And do you want to know what we haven't discussed yet? The kidnapping.
There's another hostage
There's a
situation.
third one.
So
I want to hear it. If you want to say it.
I will say it.
Awesome.
This has just been me talking.
I love
talking
it.
about
No,
crazy
I love
plot
it.
lines.
I love it.
All right, then I'll keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
So we have some more characters.
Brace yourselves.
There's this guy, Lee, who was with, I don't remember.
He's a
her name.
doctor? Question mark.
No.
Then what
he
is?
was like a CEO or something. Rich boy.
Not understood.
Rich boy.
Understood.
What family was he in?
I don't know.
I don't know. Probably the DeMero family. Or he
if
probably
they're
worked
really,
for them.
If they're really rich, then assume he's connected to them.
But they're all really rich.
Never mind.
I think it's probably the DeMero.
Probs.
He's associated with them.
Cool.
So he was with this girl, and I can't remember her name.
I can try to look it up.
Yeah,
But I don't know if
she's-
I'll find it. We'll try.
Look up Lee. So he was with this girl. So there was another person put in the ground. Or no, they attempted to put him in the ground, but it didn't
I just
work.
learned something crazy. I'm so
What?
sorry. The reason why... Wait. So, you know what? Keep going until you get to the part, and then I'll explain why this thing happened to Lee. Do you know why they did that to Lee's character?
No.
Keep explaining, and I'll tell you after.
All right, so Lee was plotting with some other people to put somebody in the ground permanently.
Yes.
And there is this lawyer or police, I don't really know what she is. She's kind of just like an investigator. She starts dating him to try and get him to confess to plotting to hurt someone real bad. And he is dating her so that she won't convict him, pretty much. So they obviously figure each other out, and
Right.
their relationship fizzles out. But they liked each other.
Yes.
He goes on a date with this like random girl, and it's weird.
Connie.
Connie.
I got Connie's name, not the other woman's name. So I'm working on it.
Okay. Connie. And they go on one date, and Connie's just like this wacko. She's like, I love true crime,
Yes.
but I'm always on the side
Gabby.
of the bad guys.
Gabby is the one.
Gabby Hernandez? Is it Gabby Hernandez?
I think so. Sounds about right.
I don't know if...
Well, that's what the top result on Google said. Yeah.
Wait, show Gabby to me real quick.
Oh, wait. No. I'm sorry. There was another one. Melinda.
It's Melinda.
Go on.
Yes. So Melinda was the one who was... She's like the investigator. She's
Yes,
trying
yes,
to figure out...
yes.
She was trying to get Lee to confess.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't confess. Lee's fine. But they were actually like, after they broke up, they were like, oh, but we kind of like each other.
We were supposed to be enemies.
Yeah.
But I like you?
Yes.
Yes.
So then Connie, they only went on one date, but she was like, oh my
She's
goodness,
odd.
Lee. And do you know this now? Can you pick up from here? Or do you know
What happens to Lee?
what happens to Lee?
I don't know if I can explain it without spoiling it. But basically,
This whole episode is spoiling it.
well, basically, the audience doesn't know, but suddenly, Lee, in the ground. Lee kicks the bucket real hard.
Wait, but why did he? Who?
Oh, I wasn't going to say it right away, but okay.
Oh.
But
Oh, no. You
and
can go.
the viewers don't know this. Yeah, but we don't know who did it. It's like a whole who done it. And the reason why Lee was killed is because his actor kind of self-kicked the bucket, punted the bucket.
Oh.
So that's why I gasped.
Oh.
Yeah. So then,
That will do it.
correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't Melinda try to like figure out what happened or something? Or
Kind of.
so then
I
like
can pick it up from here, I actually
pick it
think.
up. Can you pick it up and then I'll go when the thing happens, I'll interject and I can like give my piece.
I don't know what your thing is.
I just go.
Okay. So now Connie is working for the DeMeros.
Yeah.
Of course. And she
Of
has this
course.
like stellar resume.
Right, yes.
And for some reason, is it Melinda? Melinda
It's-
probably starts looking into it, and she's
yes,
like,
it is Melinda.
the
I know
resume,
why.
it's fake.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, I'm going to go confront Connie.
Yeah.
So
I pick up. Or maybe, no, you keep going, because I think I'm going to be wrong.
Okay. So Melinda pops on over to Connie's house. And she's like, Connie? Like, she's about to fire Connie.
Right.
And they're sipping their tea. They're drinking their little tea.
Yep.
Bit, bam, boom. Melinda drops to the floor.
She's out.
Out cold. Oh, my goodness. Connie poisoned her. But they were having this whole talk before, but
Yes.
the poison. So Melinda just wakes up in this room.
Yeah.
With Connie there and this cardboard cutout of Lee.
And
that Connie just like talks to a lot.
And guess what, team? Melinda, not down there by will. She is tied up, people.
Oh, yeah. She's tied.
Not happy about it.
Not moving.
Mm-mm.
So basically, Melinda's in there. She's like, Connie, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
What is this? Like, she
Connie,
knows.
you're so silly. What are we doing? What are we doing?
She knows she lied about the resume, but at this point, she's like, why'd you kidnap me? What's going on here?
Right.
What more aren't you saying? So then Connie kind of leaves. There's a whole bunch of blah, blah, blah nonsense.
Right.
But Melinda starts to remember their little conversation when they were having tea together.
Mm-hmm.
And Connie is talking about Lee and Lee's death, and she's like, this person's at fault and this person's at fault, but the person in jail, not at fault. And Melinda, that's when Melinda passes out.
Yes.
And she's like, but wait a minute. Why is he not at fault? Like, he's been convicted. Everyone thinks he's at fault for Lee.
Right.
But no.
Nuh-uh.
It was Connie.
Connie did it, guys.
Connie hurt Lee real bad.
And don't fret if you're watching the show. Melinda pretty much says it beat for beat. She's like, I'm almost directly quoting when she's like, wait a minute, why would she say that? It can't be. Was it Connie?
Yeah,
like,
no, that's
quite literally.
It's very Days of Our Lives.
Yes, and
that's
I love it.
What happened?
And I love it.
Yeah,
it's great. It's amazing. So, is that where we left off? Because she's still down there, is she not? Like, Melinda's trying to escape. She's like...
Yeah, no, she just figured out that it was Connie, and then done.
Yeah.
And then there's more going on with...
that.
Probably the Bradys.
Probably. But this is, like, the main bits.
Those are the juicy bits.
Yes, that's, like, what I was mainly honed in on.
Yeah.
So, pretty crazy stuff.
Yes.
Was it this crazy when you were 3 years old?
Probably crazier.
I could see why you liked it so much.
Yes, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm. I get it. Well, unless I'm cutting you off, do you want to know? I have like one fact about soap operas because we only focused on soap operas, and I think that's perfect.
Mm.
Do you know why it's called soap opera?
No.
Do you want to know why?
No.
Telling you anyway, so too bad.
Okay.
So, basically, soap operas started out as a radio exclusive, which is kind of what we're doing right now. But it was like weekly radio like shows where they like read off scripts and have crazy drama, but just on radio.
Love it.
And once TV, like obviously they moved to TV eventually, but soap operas were mainly designed for housewives who were home while the husbands were away at work, so they could have some entertainment in the background. Mm-hmm. And then advertising companies saw this and were like, okay, so our target, like their main listeners of these prime time soap operas or like long running television dramas are housewives who are doing all the cleaning and stuff.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Cleaning companies, especially soap companies,
oh my
were
goodness.
like, let's run a like butt ton of advertisements during these soap operas so we can sell our cleaning products to our main demographic, housewives, because our main demographic is also listening and watching these long-running dramas, weekly dramas. So they became dubbed as soap operas as a little tongue-in-cheek nod to the way they always play soap ads and like cleaning product ads, and the name just stuck. So
love it.
That's where soap operas came from excessive soap advertisement. That's
get in on it.
Do you want to
and dial?
Exactly. Do you want to know what we haven't mentioned at all?
What?
Coronation Street.
Oh my goodness, not Coronation Street.
I did watch some clips of Coronation Street, but it was just, is it Sophie? Sophie and Maddie?
Maddie!
Sophie and Maddie? Guys, Maddie blows up. Maddie blows up.
Yeah.
I was gagged.
You know the bury your gays trope?
Yep.
They did it.
They did it.
They sure did.
For context, Sophie and Maddie had a little forbidden love going on because Sophie's mom was like, I don't want you dating a homeless girl. And she's like, Mom, love is love. I'm going to go sleep on the road with her. And then,
You haven't even seen the show, and you're nailing it.
Am I really?
You're nailing it. This is literally
And
the
then
whole
at
show.
some point, there's like a house fire or something because somebody's trying to kill somebody. I don't remember any of the names. Somebody's trying to kill somebody. And then Maddie is like, oh my God, is Sophie in that house? I have to go save my girlfriend. And she's like, Sophie! And she's running out British accent BT dubs because this is...
I gotta help.
Please help. Please.
So it's like Sophie's little stepbrother, who's like 5 or something, is getting kidnapped by this girl, Jenna.
Yes. I knew it started with a J.
And like, nuh-uh. So Maddie is trying to save little Jack.
Yes.
Or John.
Jack? I think it's Jack.
I think it's probably Jack.
Sounds right.
And I don't actually know how she gets... We watched the clip, and she just kind of... She's like, Sophie! And then she just runs, and then there's it wasn't a house that blew up because, Coronation Street is just kind of like this street. It's, like, very middle class. Like,
yes, it's not
typical,
at all like Days of Our Lives, which is, like, rich people drama. This is, like... This is like
a very slice of life.
Yes,
it's not as dramatic. Like things,
it's
happen
realistic. It's
sure.
a little more realistic, I believe.
Definitely more realistic.
Yeah,
it's not like something insane is happening every single episode.
Right.
It's a little more low key.
Yes.
So there's just like this fire in this like industrial kind of place, and she's just like walking right past the fire, and it blows up, and she goes with it.
And then Sophie's like, Maddie, and she runs out.
And
Maddie looks.
She's like, Maddie!
And they also say Sophie's name like Sophie. And then Sophie runs out. Maddie looks fine, BT dubs. She looks great.
She's fine.
She's not fine because then she dies. She's gone. So no more gay people on Coronation Street. And do you want to... Well, yeah. But you want to know what the other clip we watched was? Mason gets stabbed by a zombie knife and dies.
Yeah.
And, for those who don't know what a zombie knife is, it's basically a sword.
Oh, it's huge.
It's like
a machete.
It's called a zombie knife because it's like supposed to look like something you'd use in the zombie apocalypse, and boy, is that a correct description.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. And that clip was low-key dramatic. It had me hooked. There was a whole storyline, but really he was just imagining it.
Yeah.
Because he was
bleeding out.
He was dying.
Tragic.
It kind of ate.
It did. Like, that was beautiful.
Yes, Corey.
Corey.
That's a little British nickname for Coronation Street.
Oh.
Corey.
So you got Corey and Days?
Yeah.
Wow. See, I just never was... My mom would never really watch these, like, soap operas and stuff. I know, but, like, you, 3 years old, locked in. And this trait of yours continued all your life because you're still watching like Degrassi junior year of high school, and I still catch you watching Days of Our Lives in the common room, and I will tune in too because it's riveting.
It is.
So I feel like I'm reliving and like finally experiencing something I was missing out on all these years. It's amazing. And like we didn't even go into like the general hospital and Grey's Anatomy side. There's so many.
Oh my gosh, Grey's Anatomy I could talk about.
I never really...
Actually, I couldn't.
I probably couldn't.
Well, there's just, like, the big ones that happen. Well, like the plane crash.
And, like, the bomb. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched some of it.
Every time I've watched it, it's when somebody else puts it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at a sleepover, and this is, like... I don't know if it was probably Grey's, but it was, like, 4 a.m, and I couldn't find the remote, so I was just involuntarily watching a bunch of Grey's Anatomy episodes. And one of it was just the nurse being like, we can put her heart monitor in her backpack so she can go to school. And the whole joke was just them being like, oh, her heart is in a backpack. Like, that's so cute. She carries her heart around everywhere. And I just remember I was just sitting there like, what is Grey's about? Is this all they do? That's all they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hearts and bags. That's it.
You want to know? Wait.
You know what I have to say?
What?
You've never seen Pretty Little Liars, and that's not right.
I want to watch it really bad, but... I am so sorry to interrupt you because I know you're going to be sad if we don't mention it. We have 5 minutes and you haven't mentioned Golden Girls once.
I love Golden Girls. When I would come home from preschool,
yes,
I would watch Days of Our Lives and Golden Girls.
Yes, that's why I had to interrupt you, because I knew you'd be sad if you didn't get to mention Golden Girls.
Who are you?
I don't know. I feel like it's hard to assign myself. Do you know who you are?
I don't think so.
Who would I be?
I want to be Rose, but I don't think I'm Rose.
Rose is just another level. Like, it's hard
Rose?
she's a queen.
Betty White.
Rose is like another, like, she's queen. It's hard to live up to her. I love
Oh my
her.
goodness. I feel like such a fake fan. I can't think of all their names.
You just know Rose?
No. There's Rose, there's Blanche, there's Sophie, but what's the other one?
Do I host my our radio show with a grandmother? Do I host this radio show?
No, what's the other one's
with
name?
An 80-year-old woman,
Do you
not
know?
a
Do you not
19-year-old
know?
girl. No, I don't. But you were just like, actually.
There's Rose. Dorothy. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Dorothy.
Welcome to the first radio show ever hosted by a 19-year-old and an 89-year-old. Because, oh my goodness.
I feel like I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
I kind of want to be Sophie. Sophie's like the grandma.
The grandma of grandmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's so I love all of them.
Yes. I resonate with Rose because my middle name's Rose. Like, we got that.
Do you know what? Well, I said Betty White. You know which one.
Yeah. We got that connection. We got that.
I'm so sorry, Dorothy.
Dorothy is like shaking her fist at you right now.
I'm not gonna lie, Dorothy was probably my least favorite.
No.
I'm sorry to say it. I'm so sorry to say it, everyone.
No.
And
Dorothy Nation just fell to its knees.
I'm sorry, but it's honestly probably, I don't want to.
A popular opinion?
Probably. Out of all of them, I mean, they're just all stellar characters, but Dorothy's probably the least.
Wow.
I unfortunately couldn't name, like, anything that happens in that show.
She's, like, rolling in her grave right now.
But I love it.
She's rolling in her
I want
grave.
to watch Golden Girls.
Can we? Well, when we get back, can we first watch Drake compilation in Degrassi, and then can we watch Golden Girls?
Drake, we can watch I'm Upset by Drake.
Yes, because
that song is about Degrassi.
Fun fact.
And the music video stars a bunch of the stars from Degrassi.
That's so sick.
There's Paige.
Yeah. Paige.
Probably Marco's in there.
Is Spinner there?
Oh my goodness. I don't know if Spinner's in there. I didn't even talk about Marco once.
Wow. I think, honestly, I don't know if you feel the same way. Can we have another episode like this where we talk about more shows?
Me talking about plot lines. I only talked about a singular Degrassi plotline.
Yeah.
And this show's crazy.
Yeah.
But in, like, a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they actually do these plot lines. Like, they'll do heavy stuff, but it's for kids. But it's, like, in a good way.
Right. Like, they handle it in an appropriate way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They handle things better than
Mature.
shows nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
13 Reasons Why.
Wishes it was Degrassi.
Yeah. The way Degrassi did things, and it did the same thing that 13 Reasons.
Yep. Just 13 Reasons is
But
13
it did
reasons.
it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
No.
Degrassi
no.
8.
I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. Like, speak your truth. I think 13 Reasons is, like, not. I would rather show, like, the age demographic meant for 13 Reasons Degrassi.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you on that
I'm
one.
just getting sad thinking about it.
Thinking about Degrassi?
Yeah. Cam.
You're mourning it like it's like it's a child.
Cam.
Cam. Hang
Oh,
on.
poor sweet little boy Cam.
We have about a minute left, so I'm gonna switch to the other mic. Hold on.
Right.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah, that was fun for me. I didn't even talk about all the shows that I thought I might. Like Pretty Little Liars,
Well,
and I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Could we have sometime down the line a part 2?
Yeah. Can you
'Cause
talk about Pretty Little Liars and
Pretty Little
like
Liars. Can I talk about Gilligan's Island?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, you're calling me a grandma. Never even seen that show.
From the 60s.
Yeah, dude.
All your shows are from the 60s.
Started in the 60s.
One way or another, they're all from the 60s.
Okay, I don't think Degrassi started in the 60s. I need to look it up.
Okay.
And Golden Girls was not from the 60s.
That's just a grandma show, period.
From the 80s.
That's a grandma show, period.
Okay.
So. Are you fact checking when Degrassi started?
1979.
Oh, wow. Well,
Bam.
this was yet another, honestly, the most we've ever stayed on topic. That was
Oh,
impressive.
yeah.
That we've stayed on topic the entire time.
I am parched.
Me too. I need water. I was staring at my water the whole time I was at
I
mic
had to get
3.
up and go.
I need to
drink.
get up, stretch, but this was yet another example of how this is just enrichment time.
Yeah, I just got to talk about.
Regan just got to info dump about her favorite like soap operas. Sorry, I cut you off.
That's what I was gonna say. So.
You just got to. This was enrichment time,
Mm-hmm.
and I really hope you guys enjoyed listening to it and had as much fun as we had talking about it, because I had a blast.
It was fun for me.
It was fun for me too. I loved listening to it, honestly, and then giving my reactions and trying to remember the little bits and pieces I watched.
Yeah.
So,
And it was some pretty cool music, just some low key stuff.
did we make it to the last song?
No.
Or no? Tragic.
We make it to the last two.
R.I.P. John
Well,
Vincent
it's
III.
playing right now. John
Oh.
Vincent III, check him out. He's my favorite.
Yes.
All right, we should go. We should outro.
We should probably head out. Well, let us know in the comments or on our Instagram, V&TRS_WQAQ, which you should be following already.
Yeah, dude.
You should let us know if you want to hear another episode like this where we just yap about random television. Tune in. It'll be a blast. Next week, not sure what we're doing. Probably figure it out Monday night. So stay tuned for that. Thank you again so much for listening. We'll be back here next week. Same time, same place. And yeah, see you next week. This has been V and the Radio Star with your host, Taylor Nicholson.
And Regan Jackson.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.